Alright guys, welcome. We finally got it to work over here. Let me know if you guys are able to hear, see the planes, see the action. Let me know, okay? Unfortunately, I was still in Bell. I bought a brand new tripod, didn't check it. That was my bad, didn't check it. When I got here, where the camera goes, it was missing that part. So we kind of did like something here just to, bring you guys still the planes. But, oh man. All right, let's go to the first departure of the day. We have a 777 heading over to Munich. That is United Airlines. Also, we have Zipair just about to land right now. So we'll stay with this one for just a second, then we'll go to CP. All right, bye United. Oh, CP already landed. Couldn't catch both of them at the same time. All right, we have CP coming in from Tokyo. Super windy today at SFO, guys. So if you guys hear a lot of wind noise on the sound, I apologize. But it's been pretty windy at SFO. Usual for San Francisco, All right, welcome to CP. I think we have Avianca. Do we have Avianca right here? Avianca is a little bit late. Avianca will be like, come on, Will, you're late, not me. Are you guys able to hear? Bell, my friend, how are you? Jedimino was here also. Let me make the comments a little bit smaller. Let's see. All right, there we go. Dreamberg, Jedimino, Kevin R was here also. Hello, guys. Sounds good. All right. All right, let me go with Avianca, okay? Avianca trying to get away from me. All right, this one heading over to San Salvador down there in Central America. Taking this flight quite a few times. It's a nice plane, little one but fun. Alrighty, bye Avianca. It sounds great. All right, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Carla is here with us. Hello, Carla. How are you? Laura, how are you, Laura? I just got down to the trampoline part. That sounds fun, huh? That sounds fun. All right, let me see. What's the arrival we have right here? Sorry, I'm holding my phone with my hand because the little thing that I used to put my phone, that's the one I'm using to put my camera on right now. So we have a 737 coming in from Las Vegas, from Sin City in Las Vegas. All right, let's go for that one. About to land just right now. All right, guess who we have right here? ITA Airways. So most of the heavies already landed, guys. I apologize. I was having some issues to get here to SFO, and then once we got here, we were having issues with the tripod, like I was telling you guys. But all the heavies, most of them landed already. But hopefully we're gonna be here when they take off, so we're still gonna be able to see them. Oh, little Momo, my friend. All right, 13 months. I have my favorite airport, you said. Thank you so much, my friend, for the amazing support as always. I appreciate it, okay? Little Momo, my friend. Thank you, my friend. Carl says very windy at SAG2. Yeah, I know. Crazy, crazy. Little Momo, my friend, thank you so much for being a member of the Bay Plains. We appreciate it a lot, my friend. Thank you, thank you. 13 months already, a year and 1 month. I always say this when you celebrate that membership anniversary. I always remember you. I think you were the first one to get it. You and Pickles, both of you guys were the first one to get that membership for the Bay Plains. So I always remember, my friend. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of windy over here today. Kind of windy. All right, let's go for the next departure right here, guys. We have Delta Airlines. Let's see where Delta heading over to. All right, we have Delta heading over to Detroit in the 737 flight number 7717. We also have a 777 making its way to the 28s. That 777 is going to be taking a beautiful vacation over to Honolulu. That one is taxiing now at the 28s. I'll show it to you guys in a little bit. But anyways, thank you so much for being here, guys. We're going to be here hopefully for a few hours today. If you're just joining, I know we were supposed to be live earlier, but just having some issues, you know, stuff you can't control. But glad you're here with me right now. So thank you, thank you. Hey, how are you, my friend? Laura, yeah, we'll put it later, okay, my friend? No worries. We'll put it later. Thank you, though. All right, let me go with this Delta. Delta Airlines. All right, bye-bye, Delta. This is the 777 I was telling you guys about. It's going to be heading over to Honolulu. Full Metal Dragon, how are you, my friend? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Carl is also celebrated 9 months with us. Thank you so much, Laura. Thank you so much. Thank you for another great stream, says Laura. Thank you, my friend, for always supporting the channel, okay? Thank you so much. We are improvising here a little bit, but I'm glad I was still able to go live for you guys, you know? Once again, thank you, Laura, my friend, for the 9 months, okay? Does the live stream kits freezing? I know we're going to have on and off, like, you know, a little bit, but shouldn't be freezing that much. Let me know, okay? Shouldn't be buffering that much. That's what I meant. All right, so we have this one right here, but we have Aeromexico. So let's see who's going to get going first. The 777 or Aeromexico heading over to Mexico City. We'll take a look. Hello, my friend. How are you? Happy Wednesday. I'll take a look at this one. And we have Air Canada and Aeromexico line up at the ones. So we'll take a look at those two and see who's going to get going first. My friend, you say I will be on board Speedbird 2A6 Heavy on Thursday. You got it, my friend. That is awesome. Welcome, welcome, my friend. All right, actually, Air Canada is gonna get going first. Let's go for that one. Bye bye, Air Canada. Oops, sorry. Let's see how windy it is today. My goodness. Kid in PDX says, hello, William. Good meeting you last week. Glad you fixed your technical issues today. You got it, my friend. Thank you. It was nice meeting you too, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping by, okay? How are you today, my friend? Happy Wednesday to you. Thank you for joining. All right, let's wait for this 777 right here. Also on about to land right now. Let me see, who do we have? All right, we're gonna stay with the 737 MAX 9 coming in from Washington. That's the one you see flying on top of that 777 right now, this one. Welcome, welcome. Laura says, my favorite United 777. That's the one right there, right? Yes. You know, I was thinking that. I said, that's Laura 777. This one right here, right? This is going to be heading over to Honolulu. Who want to go over to Honolulu, take a nice vacation over there. Joshua Leclerc, how are you, my friend? Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday to you. Good to have you here with us. Welcome to San Francisco. And you know what? I wanted to try. I don't know if I told you guys, but I bought a brand new camera. Well, brand new, and a lens. So we're supposed to have better live streaming with better quality and everything. That's the one I was gonna try today, but I just couldn't do it. Maybe next week we'll do it. Maybe next week when I check the tripod, make sure it has all the pieces, you know. My goodness. Because of the wind, these departures of the 2As are lifting off fast. You can tell. pretty fast. All right, we have a heavy coming in. Let me take a look. Who is it? I think another 777, yes. Yes. Oh, look at this. Perfect timing. Actually, we had the 777 taking off to Honolulu. And guess what? We have another 777. And it's coming from Honolulu. How about that perfect timing, huh? One coming in, one just left. All right, back-to-back 777s right here on the 28s. As we go to this Alaska right here, I'll let you know in a minute where it's taking off to. Bye, Alaska. Have a safe flight. All right, give me 1 second right here, guys. Joy, hello, my friend. How are you? You said off to JFK. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Emirates A380 arriving in 5 minutes. You know what? You read my mind, my friend. I was actually thinking about Emirates. Guess I know British Airways landed already, but Emirates being coming late. Last few days. And there's Qatar, the A350 on downwind as well. Let's see. I do not. Oh, actually, it's it already flew by the airport. Just saw your message, my friend. Guess what? Seen Lufty transponder is on for Lufthansa 455 heading back to Frankfurt in Germany. All right, so I thought Qatar had landed already in Emirates, so they're not that late, huh? Qatar was supposed to be here at 2:10, 2:56. Yeah, kind of late. Emirates was supposed to be landing at 2 and it's landing at 2:51. Yeah, so they're both late. All right, let's go to the next arrival. We have a 737 coming in from Ontario. Kind of short flight. 54 minutes of flight time for this one. So when I said earlier that all the heavies had landed yet, guess not. We still have a few. Qatar and Emirates gonna be landing in the next few minutes. This wind's picking up at the minute. Anyways, guys, if you guys are enjoying the live show so far, please help us by leaving a like on the video. And if you're new to the channel, maybe help us by subscribing, help us grow the family right here at the Bay Plains. We appreciate you for being here with us today. Alright, so Emirates is on shore final. Up next for landing, the A380. The big boy. Also, Lufthansa is getting ready for departure. Qatar Airways getting ready for arrival. As we have a 737 and E175 lineup on the ones. Alright, let's go for the E175 heading over to Seattle. This one, flight number 5917. Sorry, guys. All right, let's wait for Emirates right here, okay? Esperanza Quinteros, my friend, how are you? Happy Wednesday to you, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Carlos hanging around today, I know. Just behind the tower, you can see on those departures right there. All right, let's go to Emirates, okay? Flight time for Emirates today, it is, let me tell you guys, 16 hours and 9 minutes. Long, long flight. Emirates pilot was walking by the park today. He was like, yeah, that was 16 hours yesterday. He landed yesterday. Gonna be taking off tomorrow, he said. Oh, come on, camera, there we go. Welcome, big boy right here, the A380 all the way from Dubai. I bet these people can't wait to get out of the plane, especially the ones in economy. The ones in first class are like, it's okay. I can take you for another 16 hours, huh? All right, that's a beautiful arrival by the A380. We should see Lufthansa taxiing pretty soon also. Lufthansa should be taxiing pretty soon. I do see it now on the map, so we're gonna see the Queen in just a few minutes taking off as we wait for Qatar Airways. Where did Qatar go? Let's take a look. It went all the way over here. All right, let's stay with this Delta then, a 767, beautiful Delta 767 flight number 669, heading over to JFK. It's gonna be lining up at the ones. Let's see if it's gonna be Delta or this United. I do see Delta coming in front though. Yeah, I think it's Delta first. To JFK. For a Qantas Dreamliner from London to Heathrow to Perth, 16-hour flight. Yeah, that's a long flight, isn't it? That's a long flight, huh? 16 hours in the air, my goodness. All right, 767 Beauty. This one should be pretty old, yeah. 29 years old for the 767. 29 years of age. Right behind there, we have a 757. Seems like it was 737. Let's take a look. We have an A321 Neo actually right behind this Delta. A321 Neo, United Airlines to Chicago. What are you guys up to today? Did you guys already eat? What did you guys eat? It seems like for some reason every time in my live stream we end up talking about food. I think I started that topic every time. You guys probably gonna be like, damn, William's always hungry, huh? I feel like every time I always open that topic, you know, like what you guys eat, what you guys making, what you guys plan to have for dinner. And I know you guys are getting a lot of wind noise, guys. We're trying to reduce as much as we can, but it's super windy today here. It's just super windy, so I apologize. Still fasting, says Bell. You say, but you want some in and out? You know, the other day I was so hungry. The other day I was here last Wednesday, and I was telling you guys I'm gonna go get a 4x4. Me being, you know, too hungry. So I went and got it. And then the next day, oh my goodness. Nine there said, my friend, how are you? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you here with us. Welcome, my friend. Yeah, I'll never do that again. I said, let me go get a 4x4. My goodness. Nope. Not again. All right, there goes the 767 off to JFK. As we have, let me see. We had Qatar on short final. I think the A321 Neo is going to be waiting for Qatar to land. So let's just stay right here on Emirates just for a few more seconds. All right, Qatar Airways flight time for this one is going to be 16 hours and 9 minutes, just like Emirates. Just like Emirates for Qatar Airways. That's a kill assist. Bill, have you ever had it? Or anybody here on the chat, have you ever had a 4x4 in and out? It's like a double, but two, you know. So is there secret, not so secret menu, the 4x4? There you guys have that beauty. Same time, same flight time. Qatar and Emirates. Hey, hello, beauty. Carlos says, I never even had a double-double. Really? Why is that, my friend? Not a fun? Yeah, but I'm never doing that again, guys. That was too much, but I was so hungry. I said, you know what, I'm going to finish it. I didn't finish it, but then the next day, you know, I was like, no. Lauren Barker, hello, my friend from Ontario in Canada. Hello, hello. Kid in PDX, I can barely finish a double-double. Actually, one of my friends was the one who told me, hey, they have this kind of secret menu, but a lot of people knows about it. And we tried it one time, but yeah, it's too much. It's too much. Bill says, I love eating now. You know, hamburger or cheeseburger is good for me. You know, those are good as well, yes. AJD, how are you, my friends? You don't eat meat. I mean, if you're plane spotting LAX, right, that place right there, you got to have an In-N-Out. That place is amazing with an In-N-Out right there. All right, we have the Queen right here about to get over to the 2H for departure. I don't think she's going to be waiting that much to be taken off. I only see 2 arrivals at the moment. But you never know, right? You never know. But you said, but now I want a double-double. They're pretty good, though. They're pretty good. I mean, here by this airport, there's always a big line, guys. There's always a big line. Sometimes you got to wait. I think the longest I waited, because I wasn't ready in the line and couldn't get out anymore. I think it was like 30 minutes. I'm like, when I'm hungry, I don't want to wait for my food, you know. But there's so many people there. Everybody getting off the plane, just get a car rental, they go there, you know. There's an In-N-Out near HJC too. Oh, look at that. So all the airports pretty much have one then. Why, my friend, how are you? Welcome, welcome. All right, we'll stay with Queen Lufty over here. I see Air France about to taxi. Well, it's actually taxiing already. Air France, a beautiful 777-300ER, heading back to Paris. So we're going to see that one maybe taking off from the 1. Maybe. It's going to be taxiing in front of us, making its way over to the 2H. We'll see, but shortly, okay? You got it, AJD. You got it, my friend. Good to see you, okay? Good to see you, my friend. Beautiful Junkie India. That's the one we have. Awesome. Thank you so much, my friend. All right, give me 1 second. I don't want it to get away from us. If you guys see me sometimes losing the plane in the frame a little bit, because I'm holding some of my equipment right here because of this wind. It's going to blow it away, you know. So that's why sometimes the planes get out of the frame, but we're still here. We're still here, okay? I told you that Queen is not going to be waiting that much. It's going to get going right now. right now, actually. As we had the 737 trying to steal this show right there. You can see Carl making his way over us slowly, slowly right there. All right. Lufty decided to go with Carl than with us. All right, we have WestJet right here. Haven't seen WestJet that much lately. But where they're gonna be taking off? Let's see, one left, one right. Anyways, WestJet is gonna be taking off to Vancouver in the 737, flight number 1775 for WestJet. Yeah, they're coming over here to the one right. Kitty PDX says that was nice. The Lufty just went into the fog right there. Kenneth said Thursday 26, June 26, good morning from the Philippines. I would like to visit Australia and New Zealand, but airfare is expensive. Those sound like some nice places to visit, my friend. Yeah. Where is you guys' next international trip over to? Do you guys have anything planned? I know Esperanza has one, right? I'm so bad I remember it, my friend. I don't know if you said next year or this year. I can't remember, but I know you have one. If you're still watching. All right, guys, don't forget to hit the like on the video, okay? That helps us a lot. If you can leave a like for us right there. As we wait for little one, WestJet, I actually have a friend who works for WestJet. She said they're pretty good. They're pretty good people right there. I always wanted to go to Calgary. I know they have a flight from an SFO to Calgary. It's not even a long flight. Carla says going to London. Going to London in, when did you say, my friend? One second, okay? Going to London in October. You got it, my friend. After all these months, spot is still... Yeah, my friend. I was saying earlier, I was trying to use... we got a new camera already, so that's... Oh, look at this, guys. Almost missed it. My goodness. Oh. 2 for 1. So close. Look at this. Oh, I was paying too much attention to WestJet, but this was a close one. This was a nice one. That was a nice one right there. Yeah, my friend. So I was saying earlier that I got a new camera, a new lens and everything, but also a new tripod. So guess what? When I got here to SFO, you know, the tripod is missing the part where the camera goes. So I couldn't use the new camera, so I went back to my old camera. But I mean, it's a little spot. I don't think it bothers anybody, you know. But you'll get fixed, though. You'll get fixed because we're going to use the new camera next Wednesday, hopefully. That was a nice double-double. I love those double-doubles. Yeah, so talking about WestJet, I was saying, kind of want to go to Calgary. They have some beautiful spots right there in Calgary. And the flight from here, I think, is 2 hours and a half, 3 hours max, I think. Bye-bye, WestJet. AJD says I switched jobs, so no vacation. Carl says going to London in October. Awesome, my friend. What day are you gonna be flying out? The A380 or the 777? Or Virgin Atlantic? Which one? Simon007 becoming a member of the Bay Planes. Thank you so much, my friend, for grabbing a membership, okay? Simon, thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Bay Planes Club. We are glad to have you here joining us. Enjoy the personalized emojis made for you guys right here. Thank you so much, my friend. For me, I don't have anything planned right now, but we'll see. You never know. Something's gonna come out. Welcome, bouncy, bouncy 777. This one right here. Welcome, welcome. All right, I think this 777-300 is gonna get going right away, as we have Air France also. It's taxiing now. I do see it's gonna taxi right in front of us. Might as well take off from the one. You never know. Carlos says, flying from Seattle with my daughter on the British Airways 787. Nice. Returning to SFO on British Airways A380. That is awesome, my friend. That is awesome. You ever been on the A380? It's going to be your first time being on the massive plane. 777 Heavy, you got it right there. Another one making his way for departure. There he goes. Bye-bye. All right, we have two beautiful international heavies right here. On the left, you have Air France. On the right, can't miss that one, right? ITA Airways. Beautiful A330 Neo. Carl says first time on the 787 and A380, so checking two planes off the list. Look at that. That is awesome, my friend. They say the Dreamliner is a beauty of a plane, so I'm pretty sure you're going to love both of them, you know? Say the Dreamliner. I think the biggest plane I ever been on is on a 777, but I wasn't into planes at that time, so I didn't really, you know, care about it, but I think it was a 777. That is awesome. That is awesome, my friend. Lauren Barkers, thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. Appreciate your kind words, okay? Thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you. All right, so American Airlines wants to steal the show, so we'll give them some love. All right, we have American Airlines A321 Neo heading over to DFW, to Dallas. I think it's heading over there. It came from Dallas. It don't say where it's going to right now, but I think it's going back. That's going to be flight number 2387. You know, usually those big airlines, they have motorplanes for sale in flight. That's what I heard. I don't know. I never been on them, but it would be nice to get one, right? Flying on that plane, they sell you like a motorplane. Also, talking about British Airways, I have a friend, a flight attendant that works for British Airways. He was here with us a few Wednesdays ago when we were having internet issues. We couldn't live stream maybe for 30 minutes, so I was talking to him for quite a few hours. And nice guy, nice guy. He said, hey, you know what, when you go to London, let me know. All the 777 heading out right here. I'll check right now in just a second where this beauty is going to. Bye 777 as we say hi to this big beauty, another 777-300 ER. So the one that just left heading over to Amsterdam, flight number 968, and this one heading back to Paris. This is gonna be flight number 83 for Air France. 777-300, how old is this one? 17 years of age for this one right here. Remember, we also have ITA Airways on the moon. Full Metal Dragon said, Williams' narration is so calming to listen while at work. Thanks so much, my friend. You know what? Since you're talking about the narration, I just realized we don't have the ATC going on today. I think we'll leave it like that. I mean, we already started like that, so we'll leave it like that. Why not? Sometimes they talk too much, huh? Just like me. Anyways, Air France is another beautiful livery. I don't see that many of you guys talking about the Air France livery though, that plane, how it looks, but to me it's pretty nice. We also have a Air France emoji. We don't really use it that much, but we have it. It's right there on the comments right now. All right, there you got that beauty heading over to the 2H4 departure. But guess what? We have an A330 Neo right here. Also trying to show off right in front of you guys. That is ITA Airways One of the best looking liveries out there together with Vietnam Airlines. Top 2 for me. Carla says, does Air France have any special liveries? You know, I never seen one actually, my friend. That's a good question. Kid PDX says, love that livery. Oh, you already know, huh, my friend? Once you see it in person, camera doesn't do its justice on this livery right here. It's too nice, too nice. All right, let's see Air France liveries. I don't see that many though. I don't think they do. That's a great question. Well, they have the Sky Team livery. I seen that one, Air France with the Sky Team livery. I don't know if you guys seen it. But other than that, they don't have like, you know. Yeah, I think that they don't have that many. I'll have to do more research on it, but yeah, I don't think they have that many. That is indeed a gorgeous ITA Airways. And like I was telling you guys, this plane in person is like 100 times better, you know, once you see that blue, shiny blue on the runway. Look at that beauty. I know ITA Airways has a white livery, right? This one and the white one. I think the white one is born to be sustainable livery, if I'm not mistaken. It's an A350. I've seen it here a few times before. All right, ITA, my friend, we're gonna come back to you because we have Air France taking off, heading back to Paris. I love that view when I go into the fog right there, in and out. Bye-bye Air France beauty. All right, we have our A350 in sight. Asiana Airlines coming in from Seoul. That's the A350 we have right here. Just about to land right now. AJDC, well, they have just a regular livery, which is beautiful enough for Air France. I know it is, yes. Yeah, I was looking it up right now on Google. I don't see that many, like, you know, special liveries that they have. But just that plane looks elegant, you know, looks nice. United Airlines here in the U.S. have, well, they had, I should say, some beautiful liveries. I think who had the most beautiful liveries right here on the U.S.? Alaska Airlines. American Airlines is a nice one too, the plane livery. I know United had that California livery and that New York livery. Those are no longer available. I didn't even know. When I saw it here a few months ago, that was going to be the last time. It left SFO and it went over to get repainted back to the original livery. Look at this, beautiful. ITA Airways lifting off right away. That has to be one of the most beautiful planes in the sky. Look at that plane right there. My goodness, it's amazing. That is a nice plane. What is you guys' favorite livers though? I know you guys it is just the Sky Team, right? Yeah, the Sky Team livery. That makes sense. Say travels ITA Airways, shiny and beautiful. Carla S, you're on my team, my friend. I love those two. I love the Pokemon livery, the Sky Team livery, and ITA Airways. Top 3. We have a United right there just waiting. We get a little break right now. Let's see. All right, up next to land, we have Swiss is on. Let me see where Swiss is gonna be landing in just 5 minutes. 777. And on short final right now, we have an A320 from Redmond and an E175 from Bakersfield. Is it hazy out there? You know what? No, it's just a little bit foggy right there on that part of the airport. But this part is clear. Alright, that is the A320. It's touching down the 2A left right now. And the one coming in from Bakersfield, 45 minutes of flight time, the E175. I think anybody would take this flight instead of hitting traffic, right? Kind of hazy right now. That part of the runway always kind of far away. That's why it probably looks like that. You can tell right here. AJD says Virgin Atlantic, Air France, KLM, Delta, Qatar. Qatar's a nice one, yeah. Vietnam and Frontier Animals. Yeah, the Frontier. I think Esperanza, my friend, she loves the Frontier Animals. They're nice though. They're nice. All right, give me 1 second here, my friends. I never hear anybody saying, at least not here on my live stream, that they like Southwest livery. Does anybody like the Southwest livery? No. I mean this plain livery, the one you see on the screen, because they have some other ones here. My friend said, "Are you a Boeing or a Airbus fan?" You know what? I mean, I love every plane, right? I love every plane, but if I had to choose one, probably Airbus. I think the Airbus planes are built like how they look. They look a little bit better. To me, that's just my personal opinion. All right, let's go to the next arrival. We have a 737 MAX 9, flight number 1878, coming in from Chicago. Flight time with 3 hours and 55 minutes for the MAX 9. Welcome, welcome, United from Chicago. Welcome. All right, we'll stay right here. I think it's Air Premia. It just got pushed back from the gate. It's the Dreamliner right there, all the way over there. Stay with this one just a second, because we have the 777 Swiss, beautiful Swiss 777, about to land in just a few seconds. Hampton says, I like the Hawaiian Southwest livery. I've flown a few Southwest planes, many others too. Awesome, my friend. Terry, welcome, my friend. Good to see you. Welcome to all of you guys joining us right now. All right, let's go to Swiss. All the way here. Beautiful landing by Swiss. Kind of simple livery, but nice. Not too bad. Where do we go? This wind is just pushing my camera all over the place. I apologize, guys. Have to hold it still, otherwise it's gonna be flying. Welcome, Swiss. All right, talking about Southwest, we have a Southwest departure right here out of one left. All right, we have Southwest heading over to LA. 737 flight number 2387. goes Southwest over to LA, and let me see. I think we have a 757. This one right here. It was waiting for a few minutes right here on this side of the airport. Probably running down the last checklist. Sorry, it's an A321 Neo, not a 757. A321 Neo to Denver, flight number 475. You said, what's the wind speed? I haven't heard the wind speed right now, my friend. I'll check it out in a minute and let you know, okay? But it's pretty windy. Let me see what it says on the weather, actually. $12 miles per hour up to 19. These planes fighting the crosswind right there on takeoff. Alright, is this a 757? Let's see. Is it a 757 or another A321? It says a 757, flight number 750, heading over to Atlanta in Georgia. Also, Air Premia seems like it's starting to move now, finally. We'll see. Air Premia gives us one right takeoff. I don't think so. It's too windy for that right now. All right, here we go with 757 heading over to Atlanta, Georgia. See what's going on. There we go. And that's Air Premia right there. Still right there. I think we've seen it there like a few minutes ago. It's still there. I think it's starting to move now a little bit though. 30 says, 30S says, I've flown on many Delta planes to Tampa to from Tampa to Las Vegas. That is awesome, my friend. They keep saying that Delta. I never flown Delta before, to be honest. I don't fly that much. Still, Delta is a pretty good airline, though. I hear a lot of people saying that. All right, so since like we have American Airlines right in front of Air Premia, American Airlines flight number 1515, A321 heading over to Chicago. That's the one in front of Air Premia. Not a lot of action going on right now. Kind of quiet at the airport. A little quiet while the heavies get ready for departure. You know, we have Emirates. Probably Emirates, we won't catch it. It's going to be kind of late. We had Condor, Qatar here. We have British Airways. Check, no arrivals at the moment, so we'll stay with these two right here. In the meantime, guys, don't forget to hit the like on the video. That actually help us a lot. We are trying to, at least we try to go live once a week at least on Wednesday. So if it's your first time here, thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and every time we're live, I hope you are able to join us. All right, let's wait for these planes to start moving. I don't see any arrivals at the moment, so we'll stay here, okay? There it says I love Delta and AJD. I have a status on Delta. I've flown Delta a lot, and just that really good airline to fly. There he goes, my friend. You are confirming that, yes. I hear a lot of people saying that, you know, but I haven't experienced that myself. You know, when I went over to, talking about Delta, when I went over to LAX, so every time that I go there to the airport, I love their A350. Those things are beauty. I just love that plane, the A350 period. I love it. And they have some right there at LAX. Delta Airlines have some A350s. I think they go to London, you know, international flights. But it looks amazing. That plane looks amazing. On the Delta colors, it looks great. Looks great. All right, the American Airlines finally started moving right there. All right, this is the Airbus A321 heading over to Chicago. It's gonna be doing a turn and burn, yes. Look at this right away. American Airlines. Let's see. Give me 1 second. I think we have a heavy incoming. Who's that? Let's take a look. Just flying over the bridge right now. Yes, it's the 777 coming in from Beijing. 777-200. Flight number A89. Awesome. It seems like a big plane right there. Matthew says, hola William, how are you? Hey, Matthew, ¿cómo estás? Welcome, welcome, my friend. So nice to see you. John R., how are you, my friend, John? Bell says, my mother said that we came from Venezuela in 1981. We were in a big plane, but I don't know which one. Matthew said, back then, Avianca has 707s. Someone asking about, someone was asking about Lufthansa. Lufthansa left already, yes. All right, Air Premia right there, but we have a 777, the one I just told you about from Beijing. About to touch down on 28 left. Yeah, I'm trying to think which one might have been, Bell. A big plane. Air Premia is nice, huh? I like Air Premia as well. I think Air Premia is nice. I mean, every plane is nice for you, but some other ones. Hey, Edwin Lopez, my friend. Welcome, welcome, my friend. You say also TWA had also the MD's 80s. TWA, right? You know, every time I see some people walking by the park, they talk about that airline. They said, you know, I remember when they used to fly over to SFO a long time ago. Did anybody ever fly on that airline? Any of you guys here? Mati says, back then airlines were also using the 747 between New York and LA. Really? That must have been fun. Now you barely see some airlines still using the 747, you know. What is that? You can mention then Lufthansa, Korean Air still use it for passenger flights. Who else? That's the only two that comes to my mind. And Bell, we gotta find out which one it was, my friend. We gotta see which one they were flying on that years, you know. It might have been an A330. Who knows? Might have been an A330, 777. All right, we have a monster beast right here. A base of a plane, 757. You can hear it heading over to Newark, New York. All right, let's go to that one. We'll come back to Air Premia. This one right here, United Airlines. Flight number 2248 to Newark in New York. And that beauty is ready to go. Alrighty. So we have United 777 making its way over to the 28s as we have Air Premia. Seems like Air Premia, let's take a look, might be lining up at 28 left. Yes, it is. I thought it was going to go into 28 right for departure, but now it's right here. Could have been Pan American, yes. GT said they were horrible. All right, we have Air Premia Dreamliner heading over to Seoul. What did it look like? It's gonna hit that cane right there. It's super far away. That looked kinda weird. Bye bye Air Premia. As we say right here with the 777 United Airlines. Bell, my friend, Bell also celebrating with 13 months in the Bay Plains Club. Thanks so much, Bell. Time is passing me by. Glad to be a part of the Bay Plains. Thanks so much, Bell. Appreciate it, my friend. Time is really flying. Time is definitely really flying, my friend. Time is flying when you watch planes flying, right? Thank you, Bell. Appreciate all the great support you give this channel, my friend. Thank you so much, okay? Appreciate it a lot. All right, this 777 heading over to Paris, flight number 990, 777-200 ER. It's gonna be taking off shortly right here. Hey, Blake, my friend. How are you, Blake? Good to see you. Hello to you, my friend. Welcome. We'll say which one gets going first, is 777 or Delta. Heading over to Minneapolis. Delta is already lined up on one right. Let's take a look. Okay, Delta's gonna get going first. Alright, bye-bye Delta, and the 777 is rolling down to a left. This one's gonna be off to Paris. right, bye-bye, United. Have a safe flight. All right, let's go to the right. What we have right here. It's like an A319. And the old Nippon Airways from Tokyo, the 777. Barto, my friend, all the way from the Philippines. How are you, my friend? Good to see you here. Welcome, welcome. If I miss to say hi to anybody joining, guys, I apologize. Welcome to all of you guys. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to beautiful San Francisco. I didn't even see this one that it was about to land right now. That was a butter landing, wasn't it? That was nice, even though it's windy right now, though. Barton says, hey, is it true that Pan Am is coming back as an airlines? Who knows, my friend? I haven't heard anything about it. Me personally, haven't heard anything about it. All right, that was the All Nippon Airways flight time, 8 hours and 44 minutes from Tokyo. As we have Delta 737 heading over to LA, flight number 2267, 2267. This one is about to line up on one left. Hey, JT said you have an American Airlines bound for Charlotte, leaving soon. Let's see. Oh yeah, I see it right there at the gate. I do see it right there, my friend. We'll take a look, okay? I do also see Virgin Atlantic right there on the transponder now. Virgin Atlantic. That's gonna be taxing pretty soon right here. Yeah, Virgin Atlantic 787-9 Dreamliner. As we wait for this Delta right here, as all their planes are being pushed back at the moment, and we have an arrival. Let's go for it. E175 from LA. Alright, flight time for this one from LA, 55 minutes for Alaska Horizon. We have a couple planes right there on the runway. They're just sitting there waiting, I don't know, for something. Alright, this one's starting to move now. Let's see the one on one left that I told you guys earlier. Now, not even moving. The other one, but this one is starting to go now. This is gonna be a 757 heading over to JFK. It's gonna be taking off from here. Most likely one right for this beauty. Welcome back to Delta Texas. We have a 737 MAX 9 heading over to Denver. That is United Airlines, this one right here. Monty says, William, how's Daisy doing? You know, Daisy doing okay, my friend. Thank you for asking. Okay, all good. She's been being she's always keeping like super busy. That's why she barely visits us. But all good though. You know, having two and 3 year old keep you busy. Her baby, I think it's two now. All right. Also, just flying over the airport right now, we have SAS, the A330. All right, this is gonna get going now. All right, this one's the 737 Max 9 heading over to Denver. Bye bye. Let's see. I think it's Air Premia right here. Yes. Not Air Premia. Sorry. Virgin Atlantic. Why am I thinking about Air Premia? It left. Left not too long ago, but it left already. Yeah, that is Virgin Atlantic 787-9 Dreamliner. 9 years of age for this one. Heading back to London. Not this one here, the one behind. This Delta 757 to New York. And it seems like it's gonna get going. He wants to, he don't want to, yes. All right, bye-bye, Delta. All right, we'll stay here for Virgin Atlantic, okay? It's gonna be taxiing right here, right in front of you guys. This a Pinup Girls, that's the registration right there. Thank you, JD. Arriving in 4 minutes. SAS, yes. Ron, good afternoon. You all in San Francisco. Ron, how are you, my friend? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you here with us. Hope you're doing okay, my friend. I see that beauty taxi right in front of us right here. AJD says that 757 to New York is an XTWA plane, Will, since you were asking about TWA. That's awesome, my friend. Thank you for the info, okay? That's awesome to know. I would have never known, you know? Would have never known, my friend. All right, we have Virgin Atlantic right here. Also, SAS is on short final now. Is that SAS or EVA Air right now first? I think it's EVA Air. Yeah, it's EVA or EVA Air first. EVA Air coming in from Taipei, beautiful 777. Welcome, welcome. And now that's SAS flying over the San Mateo Bridge. I do see it now. When I tell you this wind comes out of nowhere here. Cloudy weather today. You know, there's some clouds here and there. Oh, look at here in Vancouver, Canada. I know you guys have been getting some good weather, right? Ron, my friend, getting some good weather over there. Frank, you said Air Canada. Let's see, where's Air Canada? You mean Air Canada is coming in, or Air Canada? Let's see here now. Oh, Air Canada is from Vancouver. Yeah, 737 Max 9, just 7 minutes out, making the last turn over to the airport. Yes, I do see it now. I think you guys say Copenhagen, this one. If I say it wrong, don't blame me, okay? But that's SAS for you right here. Willing that landing right there, look at that. All right, awesome. So you see some white caps out there? All right, Virgin Atlantic is lining up now. Dreamliner heading back to London. It's a new wardrobe. Yeah, not the best livery out there. That livery. So you said it right. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. All right, there goes Virgin Atlantic. Yeah, full power in those engines. Another plane that looks amazing. This Virgin Atlantic colors is A350. I think they fly over to LAX. Not here. SFO, I never seen it. The A350 and the Virgin Atlantic livery. It's beautiful. Can't see it no more. There it goes. Look, SAS is in a hurry to get over to the gate because who landed first? EVA Air, right? Look where EVA Air is. Behind it now. Let me go. Let me go. Also, you have a 777 coming in from Amsterdam, just 8 minutes out. That's United Airlines. We have, let me see, Air Canada just is 3 minutes out for Air Canada. That's about to land in a minute. Mr. Phil says, howdy everyone from the hospital. Mr. Phil, my friend, I hope everything's okay. Hope everything's okay, my friend. Thank you for joining us, okay? Thank you. Pickles, how are you, Pickles, my friend? Welcome, Pickles. Me first, I know, hurry. SAS, I know, I was like, why is SAS in front of EVA Air when EVA Air landed first? Like, am I seeing wrong or what? But no. GD says he has to go to the bathroom. Most likely, my friend, most likely one of those passengers acting like they're ill, you know. I had a friend. I have a friend that she works for one of these airlines. I'm not gonna say the name, but not these two. But she said one time, one of the passengers was acting like she was sick, because she thought she was gonna get out of the plane first, but they ended up delaying the plane on the runway, like, I don't know, 30 minutes, because the gate was occupied, you know. Pickles says, hi, William, being lurking. You got it, Pickles, my friend. Good to see you, okay? Have you seen Gary? No Gary today. Too windy for Gary, maybe, but no, haven't seen it. All right, Air Canada landing right now from Vancouver. This one, 737 Max 8 or Max 9. Hey, welcome, Air Canada. Braking fast because of that wing right there on the runway.
Are you guys the YouTube family? Oh, good. I watch you guys all the time.
All right, this one, oh, tap Air Portugal right here. Look, tap Air Portugal. A330, so they're waiting for that one right there. Randy Cowell, my friend, how are you? Good to see you, my friend. Aviation Felipe. Hey, how are you, my friend? Lex said, be right back. Dinner, you got it, my friend. Enjoy that dinner, okay? So they were probably trying to fight for that gate. Look at that. I'm just making it out right now, but you see how top Air Portugal left that gate, so SAS is like, hey, I'm an A332, so I guess I get it, and I had the 777. All right, E175, trying to get some love right here. Let's take a look. The E175 heading over to Aspen. Flight number 5496, that's United Express. Or the little one. All right, we have a 777 coming in. It's a beautiful landing, this one right here. Beautiful. I think I told you guys earlier where this one was coming to, but I forgot. All right, let's see. This 777 came in from Amsterdam. Yeah, 10 hours and 19 minutes off flight time for this one. We might. No, I don't think we will. I thought we might have top Air Portugal taking off from the one, right? That was 777 landing. Yes, 777 landing. Pico said, "Did you say something about your tripod?" Yeah. So I was saying. I don't know if you remember because I think you do because you left a comment on those pictures. Remember I posted some pictures back a week ago that I took with a new camera, clear pictures, better quality and everything. So I was gonna try that camera today for the live stream, but guess what? The tripod that we brought, it was missing a piece where the camera sits. So it's no way we can put that in there. It's heavy. It's no way to hold it, you know. So we did improvise right here with my brother a little bit, and we're using the old camera. I'm kind of holding it a little bit so it doesn't fall down, but that's what happened. That's what we were late already, and then that made us even later for us to start the live stream. But that was the plan to use the new camera today. We just couldn't do it. All right, A330 Neo heading over to Lisbon, top Air Portugal. Look at that beauty right there. It's a beautiful looking plane also. Never say hi to us, this one's right here, but it's okay. Like they're supposed to say hi right now. You know what? The plane that, the pilots that waved at us, which airline was it? My goodness, Iberia. Or Iberia, however you guys want to tell it. I haven't seen that airline. I've seen Level, which is operated by Iberia. But I haven't seen the beautiful A350 that they fly. Probably later in the year they do it again. All right, British Airways, beautiful A380 transponder is on. So that beauty is going to be pushing back in just a minute. Rainmaker, Airbus A340, nah, my friend, A330, this one, the A340, is it the one that has 4 engines? I think so, right? Oh, this one, A330. AGD says, Will, you were saying about the Virgin A350 not only are nice looking, but also have cool registrations and names. Lee, and then you have Virginia Department of Transportation. Awesome. Didn't know that, my friend. Yeah, I actually seen it in my LAX. Athena LAX. You know, I'm a fan of the A350, so they look amazing. But they also have amazing names. There he goes. Complete package, right? Complete package on those. All right, we'll stay with this one just a little bit longer. We have a 737 lineup and ready to go at the ones. 737 MAX 9 heading over to Seattle shortly right here. As we speak, British Airways, the Jumbo Jet A380 is being pushed back. That beauty. Will British take off from the one? I don't think so. Not today. But sometimes British surprises us. You know, you never know with British. Pedro says A330-900 Neo, yes. Good deals on flights to Portugal for like $650 on tap Air Portugal. There he goes. If you want to go there, that's your chance. Not too bad, right? Not too bad. All right, let's go for the 737 MAX 9 heading over to Seattle. That is Alaska Airlines. Show me right here. Southwest trying to sneak in right there on that taxiway. Let's show some love to Southwest right here waiting. All right, Southwest, this one's gonna be heading over to San Diego, flight number 17984. If you guys haven't hit the like on the video, please hit the like, guys. That helps us a lot. You guys have hit the like a lot today, so I appreciate it a lot, okay? I know we started late, but still getting in some hours of plane spotting right here. Appreciate it. Appreciate all of you for being here with us. Thank you, thank you. Mark, my friend, Mark Kim says for a long fog along the peninsula, yes. And see that just part of the Mother Nature. I know, part of it, huh, my friend? Yes, keeping things cool and making interesting stream. Gracias, hermano. You got it, my friend. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, my friend. Let's go for another departure, another 737. Golden hours coming in. I always say planes look a lot better in golden hour and at nighttime. You know, now with the new camera, we could do nighttime plane spotting, but here's the issue. At nighttime, there's not a lot of action going on. You know, it's on and off. There's like an hour that is kind of busy. And then later, it's kind of super quiet. I was here the other day until late. There's still some flights. Just not a whole lot to, you know, keep people entertained, I guess. But we could try one time. Why not? All right, the A330-900 heading back to Lisbon in Portugal. Lifting off right away. Look at that. That thing is climbing fast. Into the fog it goes. That's it. Can't see you no more. It's funny, the other day I was here, I had a co-pilot, a JetBlue pilot. He was standing right next to me. He was like, hey, you doing like taking picture videos? I'm like, no, I was doing live stream. I had finished, right? We stayed with JetBlue. I had finished. And he was like, oh, you see the JetBlue plane right there? I said, yep, I do see it. He was like, oh, I just brought that plane over from New York. I was like, that's nice. Yeah, he said, yeah, I've been flying for a lot of years. It's cool when you see pilots just come and approach you, you know, just kind of want to say hi. They kind of want to see what you're doing. Cool guy. We were talking for a minute right there. The little one looks fun, staring right at you guys right there. I think that is a 737 right here. Let's see, okay? 1 second. All right, that's actually a United Express. That's a E175, 5913, the flight number. No, that's not it. Let's see. No, that's JetBlue. I'm looking at the wrong plane. I was trying to track JetBlue. Yeah, JetBlue is a A321 to JFK, New York. This is the one you guys see on the screen. British Airways. Let me show you British Airways. Why not? Look at that massive plane. My goodness. Doing a face-off with you guys right there. Rainmaker, love flying. Hey, Paris pilot, my friend. How are you, my friend? Good to see you, my friend. Happy Wednesday to you, okay? You said congrats on the new camera. You got it, my friend. You know what? Funny story. I don't know if you were listening to me, but we were trying to use it today. We just couldn't use it. So hopefully next live stream, I'll double check everything one more time before heading to the airport. And then next live stream, we'll get it going. We'll see how it goes. It's supposed to be a lot better quality. Rainmaker, but good to see you, Paris pilot, my friend. Hope you're doing great, my friend. Always good to see you here with us. Pickles says that's now that's a face-off, right? All right, let's stay with JetBlue, okay? I'm glad you're doing okay, my friend. I'm glad you're doing okay. And you know, we're back. Yeah, we were off for a few weeks, just basically a lot of stuff happening, but we're back right here with the live streams. That thing was climbing. Oh, look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. You now want to miss this at A350 Turkish Airlines. Because today, well, you guys already noticed, but I don't see that many people saying anything now. We don't have the ATC going on today. So I haven't been able to listen to the ATC and see what plane is clear for, you know, to land and all of this. But sometimes it's good to take a little break from the ATC. We'll have it back next week, okay? I usually put it on my phone because it's a lot clearer. It's more clear. It's more clear, like, you know, the ATC, but it's delayed for a few seconds. So there's a delay on the ATC when I put it on my phone instead of the handheld radio. All right, this guy British. Rainmaker A380, I think. Yeah, that's the A380. This one right here, my friend. We're heading back to London. Heading back to London. This big beauty right here. Oh, Southwest. Look at Southwest. Now it's going to start moving. British like, come on, man. Get out of the way. I got to go. Look, British took a little bit longer, but we have another British Airways landing. That is the 777 though. Coming in from London just a few weeks ago, probably a week or two ago. We used to have 2 A380s a day. Now they went back to 1 A380 and a 777. This is the one you're seeing here right now on your screen. I also see Condor on the move now. The A330 Condor is moving now. All right, the A380 trying to get more attention, so there he goes. We'll give it to him. Rainmaker says, too bad Norwegian does not fly to London from SFO. Don't forget, we have the emojis right there going on, guys. We haven't been live, so I guess that's what you guys not using that much. But we still haven't, though. We have the big boy with the British Airways emoji. We also have 777 heaven. You know, we have a whole bunch of 777s right here at SFO. And the Condor emoji. Forgot about the Condor emoji, my goodness. Huh? We have a Dreamliner coming in right now. That's United Airlines Dreamliner. Dreamliner and another United 777 right behind the Dreamliner. Beautiful touchdown by the 777. Welcome, welcome. All right, let's go back to British. And there's a 777 also getting about to line up for departure. All right, off the plane that just landed, guys. The first one was the Dreamliner coming in from New York, and the 777 that just landed from Frankfurt, Germany. That's the 777 we have lined up right there, the one I was telling you guys about. Hey Jay, thank you so much, my friend, for the info. Okay, appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. All right, this 777 right here, guys, is gonna be heading over to. Let's see. All right, heading over to Rome in Italy. Heading over to Rome, flight 507. We also have a 757 lineup. One right to New York, to Newark. We'll see which one's gonna get going first, and then we'll take it from there. This one already lined up. The other one, the 757, at the one right. Already lined up as well. I love how the engine sounds on the 757. They sound like so mean. Sounds like mean engines, you know. And they're gonna get going, yes. It's gonna be them. All right, bye. This one is going now, yeah. Full power in those engines. Can't see it no more. A lot of action going on right now, but we're gonna stay with Keen. It's gonna be lining up, yes. Two-way right departure. I thought it was two-way left. Okay, two-way right departure for British Airways. All right, here we go. Did you guys have the A380 going back to London? Beautiful looking plane. Just like that, we can't see it no more. All right, from that big massive plane, we go to the CRJ, small little one right here. See, that thing is massive. Needs a lot of one. It needs probably. I mean, it's super heavy too, you know, carrying that much people, that many people. Amilcar, my friend, how are you, Amilcar? Good to see you, my friend. All right, we had CRJ heading over to Salt Lake City. Remember, we also had Condor. Condor is making his way. I think Condor is gonna be taking off from the one. I don't know. I see it in that path on number 1 runway. You never know. Also, Zipair. I think Zipair is on the move as well. Oops, I lost that one. Where is it? There we go. All right, this one heading over to Salt Lake City. All right. And we have a beautiful jet right here. Let's take a look at this jet. What is that one? That's Bombardier Global 6500 private flight. That's Ain, my friend. How are you? Say hello to everybody. Good to see you all. You say hello, William. Hi, San Francisco. How are you, my friend? That's Ain. How are you, my friend? Great to see you, okay? Great to see you, my friend. All good over here. Hope you're doing okay, my friend. Welcome, welcome. All right, so this one we can't check it was going to. Condor, no, it's not going to the one. I thought it was heading over to the ones for departure, but no. Condor heading over to the 28s. I'll show you guys Condor in just a minute. Why not? Let's go to Condor now. All right, Condor wants to face off with you guys as well, so there he goes. All right, that's the A330 heading back to Frankfurt in Germany. It's gonna be, I think it's gonna taxi right straight at us. We'll see, okay? Becky Davis, how are you, Becky Davis? Becky Davis, my friend, how are you? Good to see you here. That's hey, my friend, doing great over here. All good over here, my friend. Thank you for asking, okay? Good to see you here with us. All right, Condor, we have the private jet right there lineup. We also have a 737 United Airlines heading over to LA, 737 Max 8. And Condor just waiting patiently right there. All right, the private jet's gonna get going first. Let's stay with this one. They don't want taking a lot of runway as well. Man, we have Sun Country landing in. Sun Country Airlines. We don't see this one that much. Boeing 737. All right, Sun Country, welcome, welcome. All right, we'll stay with Condor right here. Let's see what it does. Rainmaker says never heard of Sun Country Airlines. You know what? They don't. I don't think they have that many planes, to be honest. At least they don't have that many flights over here. But they're coming in from Minneapolis. All right, Condor. Gotta keep moving. Yeah, it's coming this way right now. Oh yeah, it's like Condor looks nice from this angle right here, right in front of us. Look at that. Bilal, I think that's how you say your name, my friend. You said, when is Emirates taking off to Dubai? You know, Emirates came 1 hour late today, so I'm pretty sure Emirates is going to be close to 6, my friend. That's my guess, and I haven't checked. It's not official yet, but let me see, actually, since you're requesting that info, let's take a look. Oh, you know what? She shows on time, actually. Shows on time at 5:05. At 5:05, so we'll see. I mean, it came around 3 p.m. Unless they did a fast turnaround for the A380. But it should be delayed for a minute. We'll probably try to wait for it and just make that one our last plane. But as of right now, it shows on time at 5:05. As of right now, my friend. As of right now, 5:05, okay? For Emirates. Baker Davis, how are you, my friend? I don't know if I say hi to you, but if I didn't, hello again. Also, we have Zipair on the move, the 787 Dreamliner back to Tokyo. I feel like it just landed not too long ago. That was a fast turnaround then. We also have a United 777 right there, the 2.8s. All right, that 777, I'll check right now. I'm not sure where it's going. All right, so that United 777 is going to Zurich. Flight number 44, 777-200 ER. I'll show you guys right now. It's right here next to Condor. All right, guys, one more reminder. Those of you who hasn't hit the like of the video, please help us by tapping that like button right there. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Good to have you here with us. Don't forget to like, subscribe, so you don't miss any action right here from SFO, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see how late Emirates is going to be taking off. If it's not too late, we can probably try to wait for it, make that one our last plane. As of right now, showing still on time at 5:05, but I don't see it moving yet. And it's expected to be a little bit delayed because it was almost an hour late for our arrival, you know. We also have a 777 from Zurich. Perfect timing. One going out, one coming in. Here's a short final. We'll catch a departure right now. JA says we have a very busy international airport here. You know, this hour gets kind of busy right now. Gets kind of busy. All the heavies go back. All right, let's go to the 777 coming in from Zurich. And the one we have right here on the runway is gonna be heading over there to Zurich as well. That's a beautiful landing right there. Welcome, United. Yes, we have United and Condor right here. United's gonna get moving, yes. Lining up on 2A left. Lining up on 2A left, United to surge. Do I see Emirates still moving? Not yet. All right, let's go for the next arrival right here. It's a little one. We have a A319 from Portland. That's the next one coming in. Oh, wait, United's get going. My goodness. Didn't even see it. Let's stay with 777 instead. It's because today I'm holding a lot of stuff right here. Oops, don't want to focus now. There he goes. Early because he was going to the fuck right there. All right, we have a 737 up next out of one right. And it seems like it's going to get moving right away, yes. This one heading over to Seattle. And it's flight number 343 for this one. Qatar, the beautiful A350 is the one moving first before Emirates. They came almost at the same time, so we're hopefully going to see Emirates moving pretty soon. Bye, United. Probably they're gonna get going for Condor, the A330. Just line up right here, ready to go. All right, let's go with Condor. Watch out, there's a snake in the sky. Oh my goodness. We have a 777, another 777 making its way to the 28s. Who is that? But first, I think we have a 737, this one right here. The 737 heading over to Portland, and the 777 making its way to the 28s to Honolulu, another one. And guess what? Zipair is in line for one right departure, so seems like Zipair is going to be taking off out of the one right. That's good news. Carlos says, say it travels Condor. The team green stripes, and that one looks pretty nice though. I'll say the blue one's my favorite. What's you guys' favorite Condor livery? All right, I do see Qatar now moving. Qatar Airways A350. Both of those came late today. Qatar and Emirates had, guess what? Qatar and Emirates today had the same flight time. 16 hours and 10 minutes for both of them. I see another A350 on shore final. Athena is Cathay Pacific, yes. Let's take a look. From Hong Kong. Welcome, Cathay Pacific. Beautiful landing. As we have Zipair, as soon as they clear the runway, this one's gonna get going. That's my guessing. We'll check. Carla says, back to Looker's Lounge on my way to get my, hopefully, fixed car from the dealership. You got it, my friend. Good luck on that, okay? You got it. We're just here waiting for an Emirates, like I'm been telling you guys, but we'll see. Good news, Qatar is already taxing, so that seems like the A380 should be taxing pretty soon also. Zipair to Tokyo right here. That's it. It's gone. All right, let's go to the 777 to Zurich. We have a 241 coming in, all right. Oh, the E175 is like, there's no way. Not today. And it's a Delta 757 since like. Let's stay with Delta. They haven't touched down yet. Welcome Delta. And let's see, where's Qatar? Oh, right here. A350. I said, where is it? Oh, guess what? The King is being pushed back. The King is being pushed back, so that's gonna be a last plane of the day. Emirates seems like it's being pushed back at the moment. All right, short final. Let's see, who do we have? Oh, Air India 777-200 LR, long range. I think Bengaluru. I think that's how you say that city. But 16 hours and 20 minutes of flight time for this one. Look at that long flight. 16 hours and 20 minutes. That's quite a long flight, isn't it? Flies the same time as Emirates and Qatar. Wow, long flight, long flight. Alright guys, for those of you who hasn't hit the like on the video, please help us by hitting the like, subscribe, and we're just waiting for, you know, Emirates. It seems like Emirates is being pushed back at the moment. Rainmaker says 11 to 12 hour flight is like my max. Yeah, this was a long flight, my friend. My goodness, I think that's I think Air India is one of the longest international flights over to SFO. I don't know if it's this one or the other one from Delhi, or there's another one. I forget the other name. I think it's this one, the longest one, to be honest. I think it's this one. All right, Qatar is moving now. Rainmaker said you live in Tahoe. Look at that beautiful Tahoe city. Beautiful Lake Tahoe, I should say. My goodness. You know what? I haven't been to Lake Tahoe in. Are you talking about Lake Tahoe? Am I getting confused? But anyway, since I hear the word Tahoe, I've been thinking about Lake Tahoe lately. You guys can probably see Qatar, not Qatar, Emirates. Who can spot Emirates? Let's see who can spot Emirates. He said Lake Tahoe. Awesome, my friend. Those places, I know Salt Lake Tahoe and Emerald Bay is beautiful. Saint Harbor at Lake Tahoe right there. That's by Nevada almost, right? Yeah, I think it is. Beautiful. It's hard to get into when it's summertime. But it's nice. I used to go there pretty often, not anymore. Yeah, that is Emirates right there. So let's wait for Emirates to taxi, take off, and we'll say bye with Emirates. Saint Harbor, yeah, that's the one. That's the one I'm talking about. It's nice. Pope. The other one's Pope. That's in Salt Lake, that whole thing. All right, there's the key, the one we're waiting for. Hello, my friend. You have Emirates right here on the screen, my friend. This is Emirates. No, it hasn't taken off yet. That was gonna be our last plane. But yeah, it's here. It's the last plane of the day, Emirates, okay? Air India crossing over right there. All right, let's go for a 777 we have right here. Taking off right now. Then we go back to Emirates. This one not so heavy. Look at that, taking off right away. Usually takes longer. All right, guys, enjoy the King. Like I was telling you guys, this is gonna be the last plane of the day. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. If you haven't, leave a like. Help us by leaving a like on the video. We appreciate it a lot. We're gonna follow the King all the way to the 28. Just sitting there for now. It's gonna get moving pretty soon. There he goes. What a beautiful looking plane that A380 is, right? And Emirates has a lot of fans, just like Lufty. It's a lot of people favorite airline. I feel like when it comes to airlines, I noticed that Emirates and Lufthansa are the most loved airlines. But people watching it, maybe passengers too. By viewers, it's always like Lufty and Emirates. Most of the time, you know. Rainmaker says Emirates is expensive. Oh yeah. People right here getting ready to take a nap on this. Not even take a nap, fall asleep. Go to sleep on this long, long flight right here. Emirates looking beautiful this hour. Said a flight to Dubai on Emirates like 5K. I think it depends. Cause last time I checked, that was like a few months ago. But on economy, it's not that expensive. Not like 5K, but first class is over 20K sometimes. Walking Paradise says, do they serve caviar? I don't think so. Maybe, I don't know what kind of food they get on first class. I'm pretty sure it's some good food. Usually these A380s carry at around, I read, I'm not 100% sure, 20 to 25 crew members. That's not including the pilots, of course, just for flight attendants, like around 20 to 25. $20K in first class. I think sometimes it could be cheaper, but yeah, one time I checked 20K in first class. Or coming on economy is like 1 to 1200. Yeah, that sounds about right. On economy. Walking paradise. You know what? Spirit Airlines doesn't fly over to San Francisco, and I haven't seen them like in months. I haven't. I know they fly into Oakland, just across the bay, but I haven't been plane spotting over there in Oakland. Talking about Spirit, that just came to my mind. Seems like Emirates gonna be taking off out of 2A right for today. 2A right for the King. You said I'm showing 11K roughly each way in first class. You see, I'm not that far off. I think it depends on what season, you know. Depends on what time of the year you fly. You get it probably cheaper. That's a lot of money anyways. Alright guys, just one more reminder, this is the last plane of the day, okay? We're just gonna wait for the King to take off and call it a day. If it's your first time here, thank you so much for joining. We are going to be back live next Wednesday. Next Wednesday we'll start sooner, hopefully nothing goes bad, you know, we had some issues today. But next Wednesday, hopefully everything goes okay, we'll be here. Starting at 12 p.m. local time. So yeah, we'll be here for a few hours. Lots of action, you know. Lots of planes, lots of fun, lots of good vibes, lots of good people. Say, walking paradise, are you friends with Cali Planes? I know Sal, yeah. I know Sal. Good guy, Sal. He'll probably be here tomorrow. He'll probably be here tomorrow or Friday. But I know he usually live streams Friday, Sundays, and Tuesday, I believe. The thing says that the A380 is impressive. It is. Oh, every time I see him, like, it makes me how can that thing get on the air, you know? Big plane, how heavy it is with all those people inside. Not only that, the cargo, probably carrying a lot of cargo. All right, we have 737 Alaska. Let's go for that one. So I'll show you guys some arrivals in the meantime. So you should fish while you're there, huh? I never like fishing. I don't know why. You said there's a lot that can go wrong. Yet it's so safe. Yeah, safest mode of type of transportation. Yeah, still remain the safest. Yeah. We have a 777 departure before Emirates. It's gonna be heading over to Barcelona. 777-200, flight number 672. That's United Airlines to Barcelona in Spain. All right, United, bye bye. We stay with Emirates right here.
No estoy manejando ahorita. No estoy manejando, estoy en el aeropuerto. ¿Ir al avión? ¿Te gusta el avión, güey? Estoy grabando los aviones, mi amor. ¿Estás en El Salvador? Fíjate, ahorita te llamo, ¿ok? Ahorita te llamo. No está, ahorita te llamo.
Bilal says, I love your channel, but thank you so much, my friend. We have our friend right here. Thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. I appreciate it, okay? You say you're on board Emirates now, really? Really, my friend? That is awesome. If you are, here's your departure. Thank you so much for the help to the channel. I appreciate it, my friend. You say, why is it taking so long? Most likely, I mean, they get away for all the arrivals to clear, you know. It's a big boy, so they don't want anything to go wrong. Sakivel, I think that's how you say your name, my friend. Thanks so much for the super chat, okay? The $4.99 super chat, my friend. I appreciate it. And let's go for the departure. Why not? Last plane of the day. Here we go, that beauty. This is the last time, last chance for you guys to hit the like of the video. Help us by hitting the like. If you're new to the channel, also consider, only if you like the content, the live stream, consider subscribing, you know. Thank you so much in advance, and enjoy this beautiful takeoff right here. Look at that beauty go right there. It's gonna vanish on the fog right there. And that's it. We can't see it no more. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Like I said, if you're new, we go live every Wednesday. Wednesday for a few hours. Started a little bit late today, but next Wednesday we'll be here. So thank you so much, Belle, everybody, for being here. I see some new names. Thank you guys for joining. See some new names for the first time. AJ, thank you so much, my friend. Rainmaker for being here. I appreciate it so much. Okay, guys. Ain, thank you so much, my friend, for the membership. Gift the membership at the last minute right here. Thank you so much, my friend. And Nancy Lauderdale getting that gift of membership. Thank you, Belle, so much for the amazing help, my friend. A huge welcome to all the viewers, and thank you for joining us today. Thanks so much, Belle. And thank you, everybody who were watching today. We'll see you guys on the next one, okay? Thank you so much. Ain, once again, my friend, thank you for the membership. See you guys on the next one. Take care, and bye-bye, okay? God bless you all. See you next time. Wait, AJ says, you local to the Bay Area? Yeah, I live right across the bay, my friend, in Oakland. Just across the bay in Oakland. So, I'm here, close by. Randy says, Emirates into the clouds. That was nice, yes. Alan, thanks. Great stream. You got it, Alan, my friend. All right, see you, everybody. See you next time, okay? Take care, guys. Take care. Thank you, Belle, one more time, my friend. You're awesome. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.